Just the way you are. We did not plan that song. We didn't plan any of that. That was totally God, right? And so when we talk about what it means to be formed in God's family, in Hebrews 2, it says, in 11, verse 12, it says, both the one who makes people holy and those who made holy are the same family, so Jesus is not ashamed to call them brothers and sisters. Hence, we all are brothers and sisters, right? And how we relate to each other and how we walk in these doors and how we walk out in the world is how we show we're a part of God's family. Don't make your daddy mad, okay? But I had done something a couple of years ago that I thought had disqualified me to be a part of that family. And I'm going to share that because it was something that I thought also disqualified from me doing something I'm doing right now, which is standing up here and talking to you. A decade ago, I got a divorce. And I've been in church my whole life, and I mean all kinds of church, Lutheran church, Jehovah's Witness, Catholic school, Baptist church, missionary Baptist church, the great late Milton Bronson was the one who baptized me and dipped me in the water. But I got a divorce, so I thought that disqualified me from being a part of God's family, having his love, having his support, having all of those things. But what I realized is that I thought I had broken something that God had put together. Then I had to realize that God didn't really put that together, so I was okay. And I realized that God can make miracles with complicated families. Don't think that yours has to be perfect to be a part of his. So I say that to say, when you walk into these doors and you come here and you see all the perfect, beautiful families like Drew's, and you see that everybody's pregnant and having another baby, woo, another baby. So when you think that and you walk into these doors and you look around and you go, man, my family don't look like that. That's not what my story is. That's not who I am. That's not what I am. That's not what I can do. Is that still good for me to be a part of God's family? Does that make me still look like somebody who can glorify God, who can still tell his story? The answer is yes. Sarah and Abraham were family. Naomi and Ruth were family. Cain and Abel were family. And so the one story that I want to leave you with is the prodigal son. So if you've never heard that story, please go look it up. It's in Luke. But I want you to hear it like this. The truth is that he took his inheritance. When you become a part of God's family, God already gives you an inheritance. That means you are actually able to take whatever God has, that 1,000 cattle on a hill, all belongs to you. So when you walk out of this place and you think, and he walked out of his father's house and he took everything he had and he had a good time. I'm going to take my shoes off because I'm home. He had a good time, okay? And so in that good time, he got all the way to the point that he was so low he had nothing. He even decided to become enslaved instead of going home because he was ashamed. So I talk to women all the time about being ashamed of being divorced. I have that conversation because I know what it's like. I know exactly what I wanted someone to tell me when I had decided that my family no longer needed to look like it thought God needed it to look like. But I want you to understand that when he got home, I'm sure with his head bowed and his feelings broken, his father ran to him, gave him jewelry, put a coat on him, put some new shoes on him, had a whole good party for him, and still replaced and replenished what he had already lost. Because that's what God does. He continues to give and give and give and give and give. And no matter what you do disqualifies you from being a part of God's family. Okay? So when I say that, I say it to say, and there's 3 ways to join, okay? We're accepting applications today, actually. So I just want to let you know, Pastor Chuck will talk to you on the side about that. But if you really want to know how you become a part of God's family, the applications process is super simple. It's got 3 questions on it. You just really got to do 3 things, right? Believe in your heart, confess with your mouth, and be born again by water baptism. That's it. Really simple. But nothing disqualifies you, so you can never be fired. So, with that being said, I say welcome to Free Church, a home for every story.
I will.